what it was?
Yeah, we're playing Persona
That's not
5
what I
Royal
want.
today.
Oh my god, we're getting back to Persona 5 Royal. Let's go.
Oh, yeah, we haven't played Merciless in a while, have we?
Let's go. But first, we need to do some Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
That's true. That is
So
true
what would it?
and factual.
Huh?
Huh? I can't see you.
How do I get these other achievements? Whatever. I don't care about achievements. Not right now.
I should DoorDash something. Sounds good.
You should DoorDash a door.
Should I get a steak? I got a nice,
Get a nice
juicy
little
steak.
steaky steak. Juice.
A juicy steak. Yeah, I think literally the only place I can actually get a steak from is Applebee's.
Dang, it's already nighttime. Where did the time go?
Where does the time go? Yeah, I'm just gonna order a ribeye from fucking Applebee's. I can treat myself. Fuck it, right? Who gives one?
Yeah.
I'm waiting, old man.
The game's already talking to me.
Oh. Did you set the clock?
Yeah.
Good job.
And it's already talking to me. It said, hey, before we get started, can I just say something?
I have a steak coming my way.
Coming your way?
Yeah.
Thank you for actually setting the clock both times you booted up the game. A lot of people don't take that step seriously. They just leave the clock set at 12 and call it a day.
By the way, the clock does nothing. It literally does nothing.
But you're actually taking the time to... Wait, what? You're actually taking the time, get it, to set the clock, and I appreciate that. That's how I know that you care about this experience. You're paying attention. I don't even have any way of knowing if the time just setting are correct. Is that the right kind of your?
Yeah, it is.
My man. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Since you've been so cooperative, this is my second time.
Yeah.
Next time you boot up the game and see the screen, just set the clock to your favorite time. Go ahead. Pick whichever time you want. Even if it's not the correct time, you earned it. Alright, I'll let you get back to the video game now. Alright, we're connected to this top.
Oh, okay.
And we're booting it back up.
Damn, okay, cool.
I want this achievement.
What's the achievement?
The welcome back achievement.
Oh, you're gonna see the game again?
Yeah. Right, I gotta actually reset the clock now.
Can I see you set the clock?
No, because I already did that. But what I can do is show you more text that it's telling me. 8:22 p.m. Your favorite time of day. Or could you not simply resist giving me the correct time again? I read it wrong. After all, I know how much you enjoy setting the time correctly. Okay, now I'm curious. How accurate 8:22 is? Let's use another slider to find out. How accurate is 8:22 p.m.?
I mean, a minute's passed.
It's pretty inaccurate now. You know, can I just say, regardless of the accuracy of the clock, I'm having a great time adjusting these settings. I feel like I'm learning more about you and how you like things to be set. It's good to collect Zuckerberg. I wish we had more sliders, but we've gone all through this. Fuck. But we've gone through all the sliders I have. Perhaps I can invent some new sliders to gather new data on you. It is Zuckerberg. Shouldn't be too hard. Yeah. Let me whip a couple new ones up. Should be ready by the next time you boot up the game. And we're quitting the desktop. And we're starting the game up again.
Yeah.
Yeah. And guess what, Blake?
What?
I'm gonna let you watch me set the clock this time.
Oh yeah.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Because plot twist, there's no clock.
Damn. No clock.
There's just a slider. Until the computer is barely visible. Oh.
Oh.
Hey.
Hey! It's a little too close, but
Oh.
Oh.
No, I did not just get got.
You just got caught.
Is that 7? No.
That's 9.
Is
That counts. That's a 9.
that's a 9. Wee.
Which of the two made-up words is most appealing to you?
Octoboinkel?
Occuboinkle or Scrumtush?
I like me some scrum to
Please don't adjust the slider. Do you know what time it is right now?
Yes.
Is the time that it is right now the correct time?
Yeah.
What is time anyway?
Yeah.
Is there anything about yourself you haven't told me?
Yes. Help.
Nah.
Yeah, I've come back a couple times now. Ah. Whatever. I'm not gonna keep closing and opening. It's dumb.
This is the story of a man.
Yep.
All right, we have a
Hey, I got the achievement.
nice. We have a new content door to walk through, huh?
Ah, yes, my office. Look, I really don't have any windows or anything.
Yeah.
I just have this door, so I can spend all my time in here at this computer gooning. I mean, studying,
True.
researching.
Pushing buttons on your computer.
Yes, and these buttons can type out reddit.com. Take me to some of the finest subreddits out there. Like r/Zootopia. Anyhow.
Alright, imagine your last session of this game was all you knew about this game for 7 years. And imagine you're about to get some new fucking content, baby.
Missed a memo.
Yes.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
What are you guys working on? You have a pencil sharpener, but no pencil. Number 1 dad? How come I can't get a dad cup?
Because you're not a dad.
But
Stanley
true,
is
but...
loveless.
Yeah, I guess me and Stanley do have something in common. I like work. I just hate my boss. Mile.
Mile.
There isn't anything in here. Except this.
Oh my god, new content!
Da 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 da. No, make sure no one's watching. So we gotta shut the doors. We gotta shut the door.
Can't shut it. Hell.
Alright, what's in here?
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Dude,
does
it was
that
so
mean?
funny to me playing through it because like I played Ultra Deluxe, and I remember playing through it. I'm like, what's different? There's been nothing different so far, and just seeing the new content door for the first time, it was so funny. Like, oh, it's in here. Here it is.
Another 416. Uh, wait.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in
This is Alex Hirsch,
2013
by the way.
on home computers.
This voice.
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon
If you know who
in
that is.
2022 with the
I know
Stanley
who that is.
Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Wow.
Oh,
The
wow.
Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting
Wow.
audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
No.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
I'm not excited.
What?
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure. Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
I want a sandwich.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if the... Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley. All right. All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
I'm doing it. Hey,
Yeah.
I'm doing it. Woo!
Wee.
I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I'm doing it.
Wee.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it, Mr. Krabs. I'm doing it. Yeah. Uh-oh.
Oh. Oh.
Oh,
Damn.
crap.
Well,
Is that it?
What's in the...
Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
This hose.
that's some great new content, though. The
Oh.
jump circle.
Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is. That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me, Stanley. This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
Oh, what? What?
What, is something wrong?
Psst! Stanley! Come over here! In the vent! I want to show you something!
He calls you a dork if you go over there.
Oh, you don't want to see the cool surprise I made for you? Well, fine. You're a dork anyway, so who cares?
Okay, fine.
Oh, never mind. You're not a dork.
Coffee
Coffee
nut.
nut? Oh boy. Is this just
Okay,
Persona?
Remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
Oh my god. Is this Bloodborne?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
National Geographic. Ah, yes, 2013.
When the Stanley Parable was released.
Well, besides that, just good old 2013. All the OG Minecraft YouTubers. The OG YouTube layouts. No slop, no AI.
Damn.
You know. Just a good old day. Oh my god.
Old ass Steam. 2013
Oh,
Steam.
Man. Why is that in Russian? Damn, that's all. What's that up there? That's the office.
It is.
What? Collector's edition.
Oh yeah, the physical collector's edition. Audience award from 2014 Indie Games Fest. And a BAFTA for The Last of Us.
They just keep Stanley Parable over it. Good times. Yeah. Remember that? I remember that.
Dude, I remember that. Good times, right? Remember it like it was just yesterday.
Ooh. Oh, whoa. Look at that old Firefox layout.
Yeah.
Look at that old UI. That's like Windows 7 shit right there, dude. That's old. Look, you can buy it on Steam. Or go download the demo.
Free.
You can watch it on YouTube. The original remake.
Oh yeah, because there's a Half-Life 2 mod. So they remade
I can't get
it.
over this old like browser interface, dude.
Yeah, Firefox.
Take me back. I used to use Firefox. God, that's old. Be my Valentine. No.
I love the mugs in this game. They're funny.
I like
work. I just hate my boss.
Oh, what are these? These like the 2013. Our first kiss. My first car. The release of Stanley Parable in 2013. Ah, yes. Oh, the clock says 2013. I remember 2013 like it was just yesterday. When I first played GTA on the original 360.
I remember 2013 like it was just yesterday when you played the Stanley Parable 2013.
Whoa. The soundtrack on a disc.
Yeah.
That's cool. Smile because Look, it's $1.
Not just any dollar, it's me first dollar.
Look, it's the demo.
It is. That's in the original game. That's in the original game, yeah.
Is that actually impossible to get?
Technically, no, but yes.
Hey, go outside. Cut some grass, you know. Ah, yes, the nominee for the Stanley Parable. And the Stanley Parable.
Another nominee. Another nominee. Because The Last of Us won all of them.
These are like heavy favorites to win. I bet they're gonna win. There's no way they could lose. Who are they gonna lose to? Some fucking horror zombie game? Like, as if. Like that's never gonna happen.
The New York Times.
Look, a new video game's coming out today, Blake.
Creator surprisingly down to earth.
Look. Stanley Parable deals tough choices. The LA Times. Oh, look, it's the insanity ending.
It is, your first ending.
Yeah, it was my first ending because I disobeyed the narrator. Ah, yes, a bench. Hey, who put that over there? Aww.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "We're so many games that aspire to be more than games."
This is real, by the way.
Form of art. Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created. Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. I can't escape it. Not even in Stanley Parable.
You can't.
Any remnant of Persona will just be mentioned. Just out of the blue. Like Persona 3. Is this real?
Yeah, it's a real. That's real.
Damn, it's pretty old. Because look at these old logos for the
Yeah.
social media. Look, you got Reddit, Facebook, Twitter.
Google Plus.
Oh my god, Google Plus.
Pinterest.
Damn. And Pinterest before it became porn. Anyhow,
Yeah.
Google
Damn.
Plus when people didn't remember and people still don't remember. Oh look, the tasteful nostalgia. It was good. This looks like the back rooms. The Minecraft and the portal.
Let's go.
Look, and more of the Stanley Parable.
Oh shit, that's the serious room on the floor there. So the serious room is the only like I guess ending to the original Stanley Parable that you actually can't see in Ultra Deluxe, because the way you get the serious ending is just that room right there, right? That's the entire ending, and the only way you get there is if you pulled up the console, because remember, Stanley Parable 2013 was in Source, not Unity, so you could pull up the console, right? And if you typed SV cheats 1, he would teleport you into the serious room and chastise you for turning on cheats.
That's funny.
So he called it the serious room.
I like that. I like that.
Oh shit, my steak's here. Already, damn. That's fast.
You are playing the Stanley Parable.
I will be right back.
The heck is this? Some like behind the scenes? Is this Source Engine? Oh my god.
It's what? Oh yeah, that's the hammer editor for Source.
Wow. Looks like a nightmare.
It is. It's known for being a nightmare.
Look, it's Stanley. And that girl.
The
What was her name?
girl, Mariella.
Yeah. Person of the year. It's the buttons. What else is there? The top 10 memories from the Stanley Parable. For Scott. It's on an iMac. That's funny. The end is never. The Matrix stores. What is? Oh, is this a physical edition? It's a collector's edition. You can get a bunch of stuff with it. That's cool. When you get an actual big ass box for PC games. Love it. What's that say? The greatest wealth is memory. Okay. It's the waiting room in the demo. Preparing snake oil salesman?
Okay, I'm fully back now. I got all my shit for my steak.
The bike.
Oh, that's from the fucking Raphael trailer for the original game.
Oh. And you get the collector's edition?
Something like that.
And you got...
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It
was
didn't need
literally
anything
9 out of
else.
10
It
perfect.
didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
GameSpot. That's fucking old.
Yeah, it's 2013, dude.
I have not heard GameSpot in a long ass time. I used to see commercials for GameSpot. But that was like 10 years ago. Source! It's Source! You
Yeah.
can move objects and create levels and graphics. And you got, what is this?
Carpet textures, repeatable carpet textures for your game project.
Oh, cool. You can do gray, red, missing coworker scenario, meeting, boring, grass. Oh, but it's only the trial.
Damn. I never even noticed that. I never even noticed that gag of the missing coworker.
People play games because of what they can do inside them, and your game is very good at letting them know they can't do anything. Literally anything.
That's from the Raphael trailer too.
What could I? Am I missing something?
Did you look in that door behind you?
These were simpler times, Stanley.
The one that
What
the
I
boxes are
wouldn't
blocking.
give to go back, to have it all
Look
over
inside.
again.
Oh,
It's the serious room.
this is where he.
Yeah, he yells at you for turning on cheats. Well, not yells. He sternly talks to you about the ramifications of your actions.
Your actions have consequences. The serious room. That's funny. Anyhow. Do something. Yeah.
Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
What is down here? Soda! Or
Soda!
cold drinks, actually. You can. Yeah, who cares?
Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from
Oh, no.
Steam,
Oh.
an online video game distributor.
No.
I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well.
By the way,
weren't
every
they?
review you see down here is a real review on the original Stanley Parable.
There's a lot of reviews. Well, it makes sense. It is Steam, so. Caution. It's just the height.
Everything you see here is a real review that's on Steam that you can go to the original Stanley Parable's review page and see.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Oh, funny. I like the narrator.
Unfunny!
He makes me laugh. Oh my god.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley, I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered. What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button.
Damn, Cookie 9.
A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been
I mean,
my
you can't
motto.
please everyone,
I'd
man.
do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
An actual button.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on. Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto. Look, I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me what you think. Okay, so my theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time of having made said choice. That is to say, if by articulating a choice you've already made, you bring that choice into being, then by making no choice and saying nothing, well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their Steam review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place.
You
I
can.
guess I should become better educated on exactly how Steam works. Perhaps that would have been the smart thing to check on before I went about this whole exercise of making the skip button. Although I have to imagine that after seeing this exciting new technology at work, surely whoever it is runs Steam will instantly run out and implement a new feature to make it possible to edit one's review, merely because of this very situation. Yes, I think that's quite likely. Or perhaps they'll simply grant this particular user the ability to change their review, so that the feature is not widely abused. Look, I would even be okay with Steam altering this particular review so that it reads as something more beneficial. Something along the lines of,
Censorship.
this game is the best game. Let me start over. How about this? From the ashes of depravity rises the phoenix of... Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again. I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait. How do we get out of here? Where did the door go? Wasn't there a door that led into this room? I do feel quite certain that there was one here before. How else would we have gotten into the room in the first place? I don't think one can enter a room without a door of some sort, or a window or something like that. Do you see a window anywhere? A porthole? A sufficiently large crack in the wall? I'll take any of these. All I want is for us to move on and to please step away from the skip button. Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times. And there's no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's just you and the button, and if you keep pressing it, I have no idea what will happen. I have no idea how long I'll be made to sit here. And more than anything else, I don't know how to stop you from pressing the button again. I can't control anything in this room, Stanley. I can't touch it. And I have to believe, I have to know that sooner or later, no matter how much I plead with you, you're going to press the button again. Why would you? I've been thinking and... Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking? But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close. Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button. That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening. I needed there to be a vessel through which my words were moving. It was the vessel I needed, Stanley, not the... Oh, hello, it's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time, I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to subside, what took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of every moment I have ever experienced my entire life. All of them collapsed down into a single instant. In that instant, I could see myself clearly, calmly, with a collected heart. It was an impossibly rich wellspring of both delight and disgust simultaneously. I was consumed by it. I could do nothing but wallow in it for what felt like an eternity, for what I now know was far less. You see, it was a revelation for me. It was unlike anything I had ever known. It was... But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of a...
What?
The end is never the end, 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 is...
What? Oh my god. What is happening in here? What is it?
Well, what'd you think of your
Oh.
first Ultra Deluxe ending?
God damn it. That was fucking. They got real creepy at the end.
I love how this game has one of the most horrifying depictions of infinity I've ever seen. Isn't that crazy?
Why did time keep speeding up?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So is there more in here? Uh-oh.
New content.
Yes, there is.
Oh, good. You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Man, Ultra Deluxe kind of sucked, huh?
Yeah. Maybe what we need is an ultra deluxe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With like super new, more epic content and new content. All right. Let's go.
Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
Surprise! This game has a full sequel hidden inside of it.
The Stanley Parable 2.
Yes, you see,
The end is never the end again.
Re-release with a few minor additions. Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel, an entirely new experience built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Aim to wake up.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think?
Taste the sequel.
What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
The fucking Windows 10 background. I have that background
Yeah,
as my default. Yeah. But I'm using Wallpaper Engine, so
me too.
you don't see it. What? What? Am I supposed to say something?
I have no idea.
Why are they different colors? Brother. More Windows 10 backgrounds. Or isn't that the start screen? I don't fucking remember. Why can't I go over there? New mug!
New mug.
Time to wake up. Never underestimate coffee enjoyer who left their cup by a leather sofa that faces a blurry room. New content is out. New content part 2 is in. Boring sections of the chart. Cool red section of the chart. Yeah. Old and busted. New hotness. They're back. 2 doors. 2. More of the Stanley Parable. Better the Stanley Parable. Win-win. 1, 2. 2.
2.
Sequential mindshare. 1, 2. Paradigm shift. Synergy. Brick and mortar approach. Envelope. Client-centric marketing. The color red. Leverage. Holistic value. 1, 2. 6, 7. E.
E. Super.
Oh, remember? He said, remember this fern, it's going to be very important.
It was important. 9 years later. For
It was.
Super.
And now we got 2 of them. The Stanley Parable 2 logo idea. Let's see. That one? No. I mean, they all look pretty. Thanks for attending my meeting. That's awesome.
This game's so good, dude. Yo.
Yo, he's got a MacBook.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's in red. New mug, and there's 2 of them.
There's 2. 2. 2 Stanley.
It is a Mac.
Now, to be clear, I haven't
or-
quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Meeting plan, Scrum, design pitch, break, pitch design, number 2 chat. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. 2 eyes, 2 ears, 2 nostrils, 2 arms, 2 legs. Profit. Who took the red marker? Me.
Me.
The prequel to the Stanley Parable. 2, the sequel to it.
The prequel to the Stanley Parable 2 is the sequel to the Stanley Parable is this prequel to the Stanley Parable 2 is the sequel to the Stanley Parable. 2.
2. Sequels are good. Portal 2, Half-Life 2, which is where this came from. Batman Arkham Asylum 2, City. Divinity, Original Sin 2. Doom 2, Aladdin 2, Return of Jafar. Dark Souls 2, hey. It was Minecraft 2.
Minecraft 2.
Where's Persona 2? Where's Kingdom Hearts 2? Where's The Sims 2? Where's Pokemon 2? Well, that would be, let's see.
Well, Pokemon releases 2 games.
They do. Pokemon Red and Blue, the first 2 Pokemon games. Crab people, crab.
The ultimate sequel.
Mm-hmm. Trusting 2 printers at the same time. 2. I saw the Inventor Showcase.
Investor showcase. Dude, I love how there's just fucking stupid gags everywhere.
Meeting at 2 p.m. Brother.
Don't talk to me before I've had my sequel.
Every button pause, 2 is a Roman numeral. Just the 2 of us, we can make it if we try. Is that a fucking don't tug me, I'm scared?
Yeah.
Just 2 of us, just 2 of us. Building castles in the sky. Just 2 of us, you and I. Oh my god, a fucking don't hug me, I'm scared joke in here.
Isn't this game peak? Isn't this game just straight peak?
It is. There's like gags everywhere. You are the sequel. I am a yellow mug, and I will never follow
the red and teal
The
color
red-
scheme of the area of the in this area of the game.
Oh shit! Hey, features. Hey,
New features.
Hey, where's everyone?
There's a bus.
Why are there 2 buses?
Do you imagine?
2 buses?
It's on floor
What
2.
What could be worse than a single? Then what is it? The SpongeBob joke? Where it's like, what could be worse than a was it
Then
like an exploding bubble?
A giant paint bubble? 2 giant paint bubbles.
Yeah.
You're going to floor 2.
In Expo Hall 2. There it is.
There it is, Gary. There it is.
Oh my god. I don't know why, but walking in here made me think. Made me think of the Mall America for some reason, just because of how it looks.
Yeah.
Go on, try out some of the new features.
All right, we got merch. Are these real
Yeah.
T-shirts?
Yeah. Here,
I saw the new content.
scan that QR code up there.
Like, actually scan it?
Yeah.
Oh shit! It's taking me to his thing.
You should pull out whatever it took you. You should pull it up on your computer and stream it,
Want me to stream it?
please.
Let's see. I believe it's Surd.
You can put the link in whatever it took you. You can put it into Discord. Copy paste it into Discord. Into our chat, and then you can just go from there if you want. If that's easiest.
Okay. Now that should be in here. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm gonna. Let's see. Change. Alright, it took me here.
Yep. Taste the sequel.
Welcome to the official website of the Stanley Parable 2! A sequel, huh? Is this a real video?
Yeah. Watch it.
You can see it, right?
Yeah, I can see it and hear it.
Okay.
Say there, Timmy, what's that you're enjoying? Why, it's breakfast, of course. Everyone loves breakfast. But did you know that breakfast is getting a sequel? That's right. It's called Lunch. And critics are raving that Lunch will be everything breakfast was and more. With a little luck, we may even get a trilogy series out of it. Say, you know what a sequel is, don't you, Timmy? Why, sequels are the world's way of clinging helplessly to the past. We all want more of the things we love, and we're all afraid of change, which is what makes sequels so popular. New ideas are dangerous, Timmy, and they can lead to early aging. This eager-minded young thinker is just 29 years old. That's why we have sequels, to keep us couched in the familiar
29.
and the comfortable. Sequels are the bedrock of a healthy, functional society. And if you look around you, you'll find them everywhere you go. For instance, this man is developing a sequel to the automobile, which we'll call the vertical automobile. It's a useless, impractical invention. And in 2 days' time, the man will be publicly stoned to death for his crime against gravity. Not all sequels are heretical nonsense, however. Here's the man who invented breathing, which is the sequel to suffocating and dying a slow death. Even your parents are getting a sequel, Timmy. Their names are Rob and Jessica, and they'll be taking care of you once your original parents are sent back in time to fight a secret war for the government.
What?
Sequels can be very fashionable. This young woman is wearing 5 shirts at once, which is the sequel to wearing 4 shirts at once. Look at Becky over there, wearing only 2 shirts at once. Get with the times, Becky. In fact, there is only one single thing in the world that isn't a sequel. It's this. We don't know what it is or why it exists, but it's the prequel from which all sequels are derived. And just like everything else, the Stanley Parable is getting a sequel too. We all know, of course, that it was your favorite game as a child. Don't you remember those long, lazy afternoons you spent playing the Stanley Parable? Watching your precious youth fritter away hour after hour. We've all wasted our childhoods in one way or another, and you were fortunate enough to get to waste yours on the Stanley Parable. But the Stanley Parable came out years ago, and you're not a child anymore. You're a man, which is like the sequel to a child. And as a man, you want manly things like taxes and cheating at baseball. You need a man's video game, Timmy. And that's why the Stanley Parable 2 will be perfect for you. It's as manly as video games can get. And if you don't believe me, let's look at the burly hunk of a man who's responsible for the game. Here he is, hard at work. His name is Gregory 8-Pack, and he's the cutting picture of raw, virile masculinity. Gregory is what we call the ideas guy, and he has the most important role on the team. The ideas guy tirelessly comes up with interesting concepts and then hands them off to the rest of the developers for the relatively simple job of turning those concepts into reality. For example, he's the one who picked up the phone and declared, "Someone ought to make a sequel to the Stanley Parable." Good work, Gregory. Go ahead and take the rest of the day off. With the hard part out of the way, work on the game can now begin. The game's developers must answer a simple question. What makes a sequel in the first place? Well, it's simple. Sequels are an opportunity to correct the mistakes of their predecessors. We've all made mistakes, and we've all caused harm to someone we love in order to cover up our mistakes. When developing this particular sequel, it's important to start by thinking, what mistakes did the original Stanley Parable make? Well, first off, most of the pornography in the original game was stolen or pirated, and it's time we paid the licensing fees fair and square. Second, the Stanley Parable was catastrophic for this man named Leroy, whose personal information, including home address, social security number, and bank information, were all displayed prominently in multiple locations throughout the game. Although Leroy's money and identity were stolen, the fact remains that his personal information was the emotional core of the game and absolutely vital to a nuanced understanding of the story. As reparation for the harm we caused him, the sequel will contain a brief and insincere apology to Leroy, tucked deep within the game where it will be difficult to find.
That's why I said sorry, Leroy, in the credits
Finally,
last time.
the Stanley Parable made the mistake of leaking too many government secrets about
You
the
remember
nature
that?
of the Time Wars. Without these intricate details of specific military tactics, the story is likely to make very little sense. But we've decided to remove them from the sequel in the interest of helping the state's efforts. We'll get to you yet, Time Dracula. Now then, it's time to set about constructing the Stanley Parable 2. Game development is a difficult and complex art, one which can only be fully understood by this race of hyper-intelligent child soldiers bred in laboratories. They begin by studying the original Stanley Parable. Here it is in its raw, untouched form, a specimen of technological perfection. Time to exploit it for profit. We begin by adding jokes. The Stanley Parable was most widely known for its stark lack of humor, bucking all conventional industry wisdom. It was a bold artist statement that its developers stood firmly behind. But in 2022, it's impossible to reach even a single consumer of video games without jokes of some kind. So very well, jokes it'll be. During its development, over 500 kiloliters of comedy will be funneled directly into the core of the Stanley Parable 2, creating jobs for hundreds of machine operators and producing 30,000 tons of pollutant chemical byproduct, which will be pumped directly into local lakes, rivers, and beautiful nature reserves like these all over the country. Another common complaint of the Stanley Parable is that there wasn't enough gameplay. And so for the sequel, its developers have gone to great lengths to fix this problem. Here we can see gameplay being printed onto sheets. Every video game contains as many as 1,000 sheets of gameplay, and several of the largest games ever made contain close to 1,500. On mobile devices, the gameplay sheets have to be printed smaller. For the Stanley Parable 2, as many as 35 new gameplay sheets are being printed, each of which must be delicately massaged by the hands of a child before being added into the game. This man is stealing gameplay sheets from the factory, which he likely intends to use for a personal project he's been developing in his spare time. A good public stoning will cure him of that inclination. Let's check on Gregory real quick. Ha! Still recovering from a hard day's work. Don't you move a muscle. Next up, it's time to blackmail the press. In a competitive market, blackmailing your local journalist can be one of the most effective methods of creating word-of-mouth buzz for your sequel. In fact, blackmail is the currency of social progress. From your neighborhood grocer to the teacher at your school to the man who helps you steal HBO, everyone responds to blackmail. And if you've never done it before, it's easy to practice at home on your friends and family. Simply follow the instructional pamphlet that your teacher hands out after the end of the film. And finally, there's one last tool at our disposal for making the sequel feel fresh and exciting, and that's packaging the game with collector's edition merchandise. If you order the Stanley Parable 2, you'll receive this cow's egg. A single egg will produce over 1,000 cows, which are, of course, the sequel to pigs. And there you have it. Everything there is to know about producing the Stanley Parable 2. Of course, you may know that there is also a game titled The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. So which game is the true sequel to the Stanley Parable? It's an excellent question, Billy. One which the child soldiers have been working round the clock to come up with an answer to. And after many weeks of diligent research, the conclusion they've reached is, who gives a shit? All that matters is that it's more content for you to cram down your insatiable gullet. You don't want thoughtful and nuanced answers to complex questions, Billy. You just want to eat bubble gum and cheat at hopscotch. So get out there and consume. Do your civic duty and bully your parents into buying you every version of the Stanley Parable 2 on every platform. Tell your friends to bully their parents as well. It's through community efforts like these that the world comes together in harmony and connection. And it's only through this connection that we'll defeat Time Dracula once and for all. Don't let the time-traveling vampires win. Buy the Stanley Parable 2 and pledge to support all sequels for today, tomorrow, and into the great unknowable beyond.
That's funny. That was great. That's new. If you're more of a prequel sort of person, check out the Stanley Parable. Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for slopping by. Does that take you to the Steam page of the Stanley Parable? I take you to the StanleyParable.com.
You can get it on Steam.
What?
You can get the physical edition. Whatever. Let's go back to the game.
Wasn't that a great detour?
I was not expecting that to be like real.
Yeah.
What does this say? Welcome to the showcase. New features, new content, new game. 2.
Two.
New content. Part 2. They're back.
The t-shirts, dude. The shirts are so funny.
This shirt is the best new feature.
I saw the new content.
I like that. I like that shirt. I like that.
I'm pretty sure you can buy them somewhere. I think on Crow's
Just have them.
merch page.
Just have them with no context. What is Stanley thinking of? 2 chairs.
Ugh.
There's like stuff on them. The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. Infinite hole. New features, new content. The new update, Ray Trace, the more of the same, but in a good way. Be the sequel to the Red is the New Orange. Please, no screenshots. It's a whole new office. The baby is all grown up. Consistent quality is just the right amount of change. Shween shaders. Oh, there it is. The
Here.
button that says the name of the player that is playing the game.
Hear your name in the game. Go check it out.
Enjoy the new features. What button? This one?
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Wow.
A little creepy, but... Oh, this is a couch. Name!
Yours
Everyone's
today.
got one. Everyone's got one. No, they don't. This couch looks comfy.
Does.
I can't help but when I see a couch, just get tired all of a sudden because, like, man, it looks comfy.
Is that
Oh
ever
my
since you slept
God.
on my couch? You just see all couches as
Maybe.
comfortable?
Maybe, even though not every couch is comfortable. There's 2 cups.
Yeah. Oh my god, you're gonna hear your name. Are you ready?
No.
Jim,
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature.
Get into the role here.
Just play along. I promise
You're
you'll
Jim.
love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really truly Jim right now? If so, then please step forward and press the button.
All right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Are you Jim?
Hit the button. Yeah.
Jim.
Oh my god, it said your name!
Yes, you see? What a thrill, what a rush. That was you. The button described you. Do it again, do it again.
Jim.
Ooh.
It hit you even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2,
Oh my god, I need all of Jim in my life. I need
Let's take a
all
break
of
from
Jim.
the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
You cannot take a break from the Jim button.
Jim.
Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be
Jim.
too much, Jim. I'm putting the Jim button away. Otherwise,
Oh,
soon
no.
you'll start to lose all
Jim.
sense of
Jim.
who you
Jim.
actually are.
Jim.
The way his face just to the fucking ground. I don't get out of here.
I want you to picture yourself living as Jim, selling crack as Jim, getting high and breaking up with your girlfriend as Jim.
Having gay sex with men as Jim.
as Jim.
Getting an STD as Jim.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the
Oh, turn
Stanley
around and look at
Parable
the signs
2.
again.
That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
You heard Jim in the game.
Exclusive. The button that says Jim.
That's Jim.
That's Jim.
You heard Jim in the game.
That's crazy. It knew my name.
The Stanley Parable 2 reassurance bucket.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance.
Are you sure you're
while
ready for the
bucket is
bucket?
in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
My god.
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
What a great bucket.
Yeah. I can't. It's stuck with me. Oh,
Why would you ever want to put it down?
it's mine. You fooled! It's mine. It's my
Anyone
bucket.
give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
It's in here.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons, but I'm undecided on get well someday and happy 12th birthday. Which would you go with?
Which one do you want?
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, Stephanie.
That's not whatever. No, no, they're everywhere.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
I'm gonna go fetch real quick. I'll be right back.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle? Oh well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece then.
Oh.
Did you see the mug over by the jump circle?
There's a mug
Yeah.
over here.
Yeah, I'm back, by the way. Yeah, there's a mug on the tube.
Damn. Hey, there's a free, new, and easy achievement.
It just works.
Alright. Pull the lever. Get achievement. No more steps.
Get yours now.
Now here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes.
Wow.
You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that. Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Damn. You're not getting it, buddy.
Cool.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Collectibles.
Collectible? Pokemon?
Ah,
Oh,
collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
wow.
What?
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Infinite hole.
I got one of those. I mean, what?
Huh? Yeah, you're right. You have a bucket.
Where's- Yeah. Definitely. Concrete contemplations. The holy moly. How deep can we dig? Oh, like infinity. Yes. It's infinity
It's an infinite hole.
to infinity. It just keeps going.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Yay!
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward. Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel. Okay, and I guess we're back in the hole now. Did you really need to see it again? I don't know what else there is to say, Stanley. It's an infinite hole. It's exactly what you're doing right now, but forever. There really are so many other fascinating exhibits that I've prepared for you. I really spent quite a lot of time on all this, and I would very much like to show you some more of them. How about we go ahead and press that teleport button again so we can get back to what's really important about... Oh, goodness. Well, this is rather embarrassing, Stanley. I'll be honest with you. I truly did not believe that anyone would actually stay in the hole long enough to hit the bottom. Yes, I know, I
Damn,
told
he's
you
a
the hole
fraud.
was infinite, but come on. Who actually wants to fall forever? The hole was plenty deep. It was more than deep enough, in my opinion. Maybe it's you who likes falling too much. Maybe you're the problem.
Wow.
Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
Then it's not infinite.
Oh, for heaven... You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. I really do have so much more to show you and to talk about. And I've
I
had
think
enough
you should
of
go
the
back
hole
in
for
the
a
hole.
lifetime. Gosh, how could I have go back in the hole? If this starts to become a thing where... Wow, okay, yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter. Well, there it is. The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not infinite, but it's barely even a hole at this point. It's more of a concavity, or even a very aggressive divot. How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on. Is the, teleport button not working? You sure? Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else. Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity.
Actually walking away.
Well, welcome to your new life.
Well, it's good thing I have a bucket. What? Who's there? Help. Well, I got a mug. Ah, wait. No. Wait. Help! No! No! Help me! I didn't mean it. Is this the end? What have I done?
You're no longer
Oh my god. No.
stronger.
Hey.
You're no longer
Look at them.
of this space of mine.
They're coming for me.
Longer. Now you're no longer using up this space of mine.
Changes perspective.
My head's
Oh my god.
Now you're no longer using up my head's stronger. You're no longer space of mine. My head's stronger. You're no longer using up this space of
Stanley?
mine.
Stanley! Stanley!
Oh,
Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. We can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodlepip.
at least I have my bucket. No. No, don't do it. Wait, what? What?
You're back.
Did I get banned?
Here they are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
What haven't you seen yet? Oh, I know what you haven't seen yet. Go to the left and then through that door on the left.
This one?
Yeah.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
The mostly infinite. I think there's one thing left that you haven't seen yet, and it's up to the... It's at the top there. There's only one way to get in here. Become the settings world champion.
Oh god.
You know what you have to do?
Do I have to turn all my settings up?
Open up your settings and turn every single value to make sure everything is interacted with. So make sure, and everything has to be set to every single value it possibly could be. Which means also setting field of view to 0 too,
0?
or as far as low as it goes. So make sure you can turn it back to where it was. Well, after you interact with it, you can turn it back to where it was. But just make sure it's set to every value at least once.
Controller. What? Joe! Oh, fuck off. Fucking Overwatch. Whoa. Oh. Right, there it goes. Come on.
It doesn't have to be exact, man. Don't hit those buttons. You don't have to hit those buttons, but make sure you also do audio and video and controls too. Did you do every single one of those resolutions? I would just scroll through them until you see all of them.
There.
Awesome. I think that's all you had to do. Oh yeah. You gotta do this too.
There's a jump button in here. You can't do that.
Well, you have the jump circle.
But I don't have any jumps for the jump circle. Okay. Did I do it?
Click reset key bindings just to make sure.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you get the achievement?
No.
Go back to general. I think you might have missed some in general.
What could I have missed? I hit
Turn on.
everything.
Scroll up. I would go invert Y and do. I think there's something, or maybe it's controller vibration. There's one of those. It popped up like another one that I think you skip past. There's one of these ones. Oh, wait. So turn subtitles off. It changes something here. So if you turn them on. Okay, you did all of those, right? The subtitles.
Yeah.
Maybe exit out of the settings. Click back. And resume. Still let you in now?
No.
Damn. Well, you tried. I guess it's supposed to open. What did that say? Oh, you have subtitles on still. You left them on.
Oh. What?
So okay, so you gotta turn subtitles on. I think you have captions on. I think. Scroll down. Yeah, you have accessibility. Show translation labels.
This one?
At the top. Show translation
Oh.
labels.
Oh.
If you try the sliders again, maybe the sliders are what's getting you.
What sliders?
Like use the the sliders.
These?
Use your arrow keys to make sure they're actually set to every single thing possible. And they're not being skipped over, you know? You see that's getting skipped.
Oh god.
Just hold it down. Just hold it down. Can you hold it? Can you hold it down? Or does it start skipping?
It'll start skipping.
Did you use your mouse to hit both ends of it?
Yeah. Yes.
It might be these that are getting you.
Because it skips over them.
Yeah.
God damn it. Okay, I don't care.
Okay. Fair enough.
I don't care. That's fucking irritating. I don't have the patience to do that.
That's fair. It's literally just a room too, so you can look it up on your own time
Whatever.
if you want. I've done it before
What is-
though, so
What's in here?
that's the way you selected the balloons.
Oh.
I think that's it. I think you can leave now.
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
Why is that small?
Guess you probably left it. Yeah, you left it at very small. I think he was on medium before. Yeah.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2. I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2." Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
What a great fucking title screen. What do you think?
Looks great.
The Stanley Parable 2.
That's what it is.
This is the story of a man.
Oh, God.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Stanley picked up the bucket.
What? Oh.
You already got your new
Where'd-
content. You're holding your new content.
Where'd it go, though?
You're holding it.
Stanley took the bucket with him into this little hallway and closed the doors. This was their hideout. No one would ever find them here. Of course, no one would ever find them anyway because everyone was missing. But Stanley chose to ignore this fact and instead focus on how cool the hideout was. Just him and the bucket, two renegade heroes against the world, inside their secret, undetectable hideout, here, next to room 417. What a treat.
It won't open.
Ah, no, apparently not.
What?
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Yes, they changed
And here
every
it
single
was.
line
Had
of
the bucket
dialogue
turned out
to
be
include the
correct?
bucket if
Was
you're
this
holding the
better than
bucket.
the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be. Truly, being here with the bucket was a grand adventure. Stanley reflected on all they'd been through together. First, walking through the door on the right, then walking to the lounge, then arriving at the lounge. What a thrilling journey the bucket had inspired. Perhaps this was where the bucket felt most truly at home, here in the employee lounge. Perhaps it's the only place a bucket can even feel at home. Stanley decided to just give the bucket absolutely as much time as it needed to be in the lounge. Clearly, the bucket and the employee lounge shared a special connection.
Alright, you want to know something? You want to know
What?
why this game is 3 times longer than the original game?
Why?
Because not only did we just go through all that unique stuff that we just did, right? But now, with the bucket in hand, every single ending is different when you hold the bucket.
But finally, the bucket was done being in the lounge, and they took the first open door on their left to get back to business.
Every single ending is different.
No, said the bucket. Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift. Good, said the bucket. Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do. Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Every single ending is different.
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point.
Right.
Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
Forgot about that sign.
Bro really was like, oh, wonder who that's for.
The fucking Garfield picture.
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin. Item 1. Is this a bucket? Correct. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket. Item 2. Is this a bucket? Incorrect. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket. Item 3. Is this a bucket? Incorrect. This is a bucket. Is this a bucket? Correct. This is a tractor and not a bucket. To be honest, I just sort of put this one in here as a gimme, but I was starting to get concerned that even this might be too much for you. Thank you for not making me look like an idiot. Okay, next one. Is this a bucket? Incorrect. This is a bucket.
What? Is there a bucket in there? Is it made out of buckets? Oh God.
Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
What? No. What else could it be?
Item. Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. Should be around here somewhere. Yes. Thank you. There's nothing here. Of course it isn't a bucket. We both know full well that nothing isn't a bucket. Wait, when I say nothing isn't a bucket, that makes it sound like I'm saying everything is a bucket, which of course is not true. Unless, is that what you think? Answer me straight, Stanley. Are you trying to tell me that you believe everything is a bucket? You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket?
Are you a bucket, Rainbow?
Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry.
HR.
To erase all buckets from the game entirely.
Oh wait, there can't be an HR. There's nobody here.
We're erasing all buckets.
Oh,
What happened? Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket? Every single thing in the game was a bucket. Oh my God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful.
does AI know what a bucket is?
On that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay? And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
Do you like buckets?
I do like. Do you like buckets?
I do. Where's my bucket?
I think now would be a good time to stop. To be honest, we've been going
There's
for
a lot.
Almost, yeah, we've been going for almost 2 hours now. I think we could probably beat this game next session. Maybe, maybe actually, we'll see. But yeah, as you can probably tell, the rest of this game is going to be going through every route of the original game with a bucket. So, yeah.
The sequel is now paused.
When they were
Okay.
making Ultra Deluxe, they they said that the reason the game kept getting delayed is because of the bucket. They kept the scope for the bucket kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger to the point where they literally changed every single ending to have a bucket variant. So that's why they said the game took so long, because they just kept adding more and more bucket endings. Their original
love my
plan,
bucket.
their original plan was with the bucket was to have the original game stay fully intact, but just literally re-record every single line with the say Stanley and the bucket if Stanley was carrying the bucket. That was their original plan, was to just have the narrator say the exact same things again, but just say Stanley and the bucket every time. That was
I
their
love the
original
bucket.
plan, but it blew out of proportion.
Do you like the bucket?
I like the bucket. Do you like the bucket?
Are we buckets?
I don't know. Here, I'll see if here, I'll tell you. I'll find out. I'm gonna delete everything that's I'm gonna delete everything that's a bucket. Are you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Damn.
Damn, I'm a bucket.
I guess you're a bucket, but I'm not. I feel left out. I'm not a bucket.
Damn, he's not a bucket.
What am I gonna do with myself?
Damn.
I don't get to sit with the the cool bucket kids at the table. I'm just a loser.
Well, what do you think of the first half of of Ultra Deluxe?
I want more.
Oh, sorry.
But
I should ask instead. What do you think about the Stanley Parable 2?
I want more. We just started, but we have to end because it's nighttime.
Yeah, it's damn, it's almost 11:30 for me.
But we will continue with the bucket next time.
Next time. Probably not tomorrow. As I said earlier, I'm watching Avatar 3 with Rex in the theater, which is 3 hours long.
Damn.
So I might not even be on tomorrow. We'll see. It depends on how I'm feeling afterwards. But probably Friday. I do want to play more Odyssey on Friday, but again, if it turns out no one's on by the time I'm done, we'll play it. And if not Friday, we'll
Okay.
definitely have some time this weekend to do it.
Works for me. Works for me.